And Auburn. You are watching ESPN's Feast Week presented by Lowe's. We welcome you back to the Maui Invitational presented by Novavax. And indeed a top 12 matchup. Number 4 Auburn taking on 12th ranked North Carolina. One spot in the championship game is...
And the Auburn Tiger faithful are screaming War Eagle as they want a Maui Invitational crown.
Marquise Pettigrew sends up the tip, and it is an Auburn Tiger possession to get things started. Here is Chad Baker-Mazzara. And they get it into Broom. A third-year Tiger, one of the most accomplished players in all of college basketball, and he goes right to work. As we take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Hawaiian Airlines. Of course, it's the triumvirate of guards that leads the way for North Carolina, Davis Trimble and Elliot Cadeau.
But Jalen Washington grew up in the second half of the game yesterday, and now he's going to have to go up against one of his toughest challenges. Was unable to be out of the way. No one from North Carolina went after the basketball after it hit the official.
Here's Broom back to the basket against Washington again. And Washington got a piece of that one. Jalen Withers trying to save it, but Broom able to control it and lay it in.
Cardinal rule, do not save the basketball under the other team's basket. You hear it in elementary school, and it turns out to be 2 more points for Broom off of the error by Jalen Withers.
Here's R.J. Davis, the drive, off glass and in. You had Dylan Cardwell somehow in the area, unable to make the block shot. And there's a jumper there by Baker-Mazzara. Body's hitting the floor already.
I tell you what, Dylan Cardwell.
Program history, Corey, North Carolina's been around for a while as Washington misses the J.
One of the historically best programs in college basketball history. So to be able to complete that comeback, tying their second biggest comeback, but deny Broom once.
Auburn, which has a very efficient offense, but certainly its calling card is its defense, but a good slice and dice there on the feed from Cadeau to Davis.
Yeah, nice find, and again, so much attention paid to R.J. Davis on the perimeter. He's able to sneak inside and get the easy layup.
Auburn third in the nation in field goal percentage. Contested shot, Baker-Mazzara.
Yeah, particularly Jalen Washington in the second half as Chad Baker-Mazzara does a great job defending the out-of-bounds play.
What a finish there by Broom after the feed from Tahab Pettiford. But Jalen Withers on the run out after the make, and he is fouled, and bodies go tumbling into the seats.
But how about Chad Baker-Mazzara, who made the defensive play on the first one, now flipping over the table after getting back, and he's still down.
Remember, he was out for a good portion of the first half with what appeared to be a knee injury.
Fans as well as NBA executives along the baseline.
Remember, he did come back into the game, played admirably in the second half. In fact, hit some huge shots, was 3 of 4 from 3, but would intermittently make his way back to the bench and would be obviously limping and favoring that knee, and now he is being taken back behind the bleachers.
Yes, immediately going back to get attention, but you see him going over a lot of different obstacles. He absolutely did. Went with 3 different centers, and then eventually with Jalen Withers playing the 5 spot, playing smaller. But give Jalen Washington a lot of credit, the way that he responded in the second half. But the Tar Heels are going to need that from him in both halves today if they want a chance at making it to the championship game here in Maui.
Again, the ISO, Janai Broom against Washington, the fadeaway, and that was feathery.
And Broom has it all going. Saw that for Washington in the first half yesterday. That's an easy dunk for Jay Wash. He's got to go finish that one off.
Broom, little show and go. Gets it to an open Kelly in the corner bottom.
Elliot Cadeau gambled on that possession.
They did something right after halftime. Outscored Iowa State 50-32 and shot 55% in that second frame. Here is Tahad Pettiford. That one rims out. Broom unable to follow it up, but Chaney Johnson is.
But look how Auburn is attacking the offensive glass. 3 opportunities on that possession alone. If at first you don't succeed, you try and you try again.
A 21-6 lead here for Auburn, but that could turn the...
A great start for him here in the first half.
So we'll keep an eye on Baker Mazzara. Interesting back-to-back nights having to tend to that knee as last night against Dayton.
Double it, 2 huge threes from the same corner.
Ian Jackson, the step back. Wanted the foul, no call. Pettiford looking up and gets it home to Cardwell, who flushes it.
Dylan Cardwell contested the 3 by Ian Jackson. Did a great job defending.
Cadeau. That doesn't go. The follow-up, though, there for Van Allen Lubin.
Van Allen.
My mama raised a warrior after the game.
Or is it a Warrior Eagle? Ah, think about it, see?
Well done. Here's Seth Trimble. Finishes with the left. He took AP Pegues on the floor. Getting it into Johnson. Fadeaway shot off the mark. Ian Jackson corrals the board.
Numbers for Carolina right now, 5 on 4. Ian Jackson has to take advantage of it.
Here's Trimble from the corner. That's good!
They recognized it. Dylan Cardwell goes down.
Powell going a few extra notches airborne for the rebound. Trimble, shovel pass. And a foul will send Van Allen Lubin to the free throw line.
And that's already going to be the second foul on.
So Lubin knocking
the Auburn team coming in ranked number 4 nationally. You cannot continue to allow some going back to Dallas, and then you consider that Oklahoma City, who started off 7-0, their first loss was to the Golden State Warriors. So 2 big matchups tomorrow night, and a big matchup between Seth Trimble and anyone who's trying to guard him as he's able to find his way to the rim once again.
7 points now for Trimble. It's an 11-0 run for Carolina. Broom finally applying the tourniquet.
Soft touch by Janai Broom, who was now
double last night against Iowa State and comes away with the steal there. Ahad Pettiford from the elbow. He's played his best basketball in his young career at the college. Here's Chris Moore. Kicks it to an open Pegues. Broom with the offensive board. Steps behind the line and knocks it down.
Ahad Pettiford knew it was good well before.
Auburn on a 7-0 run. Off-balance attempt there by Pettiford, and now numbers for Carolina. Powell, extra pass, corner. Jackson, got it.
That's the one more. They didn't get it on the first time, but
with 10 points, 5 assists. Did have 6 turnovers as well, though, against Dayton. North Carolina turned the ball over 12 times in the first half of that game, but they cleaned it up. Only 3 turnovers after halftime. And Pettiford, with his former AAU teammate, Elliot Cadeau, in his grill, knocks it down.
Well, I mean, those guys have done this more than enough in a gym where there's just the 2 of them, so very comfortable shooting over the top of Elliot Cadeau. You can tell he's done it before.
This is their first ever meeting, however, in a real game against one another, and Cadeau
in a high-stakes game.
Broom passed into a crowd, and that is the first turnover of the game for Auburn. Cadeau, the runner.
And that's the thing about Cadeau. He is not going to slow down. But the best part about Elliot Cadeau, it doesn't look.
Pettiford from distance. How about the pass from Trimble to Washington?
And waited for the exact right moment to deliver the pass. Didn't throw it too early to force Washington to have to put it on the floor. Waits for the right time, and Jay Wash is able to dunk it home. He got the message when he sat down.
These Carolina comeback kids back within 3 after trailing by as many as 15. And then the block by Trimble, but he's whistled for the foul. In this game coming up, it's Denver Jones, and he hits the first. And we're still off
the half court. Difficult to guard Carolina, especially when you give them a lot of space.
Bullet pass into Washington and some contact underneath. They're
back in with much more attention to detail when he got back on the floor. Won a national championship, so North Carolina's done that 3 times. In there, though, knocked that away, so that was a legitimate pickup.
7 seconds here for Broom. 2 seconds. Pegues has to shoot it. Does he know? Gets it off and strokes it.
They're going to go look at that to make sure he got it out of his hands. As we look at Pegues, who's indecisive, and you look, zeros on the clock before he lets it go. That bucket will not count.
Some extended pressure here from Auburn. Near turnover. Now it is a turnover. And a hammer foul there, absorbed by Denver Jones.
Up their pressure. 94 feet, they've shown.
All right, so the announcer. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Trimble hanging in the air.
And I'm waiting for Seth Trimble just to go dunk that.
Closing in on a minute to go here in the first frame. Baker Mazzara off of 1 foot.
Soft touch, the runner from Baker Mazzara, who has been confident. The effort level that the Tigers have played with a sense of urgency has been higher than the Tar Heels throughout this first half.
What a stuff by Chaney Johnson. Highlight reel material. Then the block by Lubin, but Shani Broom gets
the second offensive rebound on that possession alone by Janai Broom. That this one turns into second chance points.
18 points for Broom here in this first half. The lead is 8 for Auburn. Now a wrestling match for the loose basketball. The buzzer sounds, and the officials are going to say that the first half is over. Frenetic pace of the final game of day 2 here in the Maui Invitational. Winner punches a ticket to the championship game to take on Memphis. It's Kelly lining up and knocking down the 3.
Great execution, because when you set the screen to bring Janai Broom across, R.J. Davis has to help. And once he helps, it gives Miles Kelly the opportunity to be able to get beyond the screen. No defense there to stop him.
Miles Kelly, an elite shooter in rhythm, and Withers goes down in a heap. Oh,
a hard foul, but a clean foul, nothing flagrant there.
I mean, I've jumped into the water off of Black Rock and Connor. This has been, as expected, a physical game. This has been, as we referenced it earlier, some big boy basketball tonight.
It absolutely has been that, but that's one of those fouls that make you think twice about going into the paint, though. You've got to see, is Caldwell still on the floor before you drive it that hard. The double team on Janai Broom now, but that opens up an opportunity for Jones, who knocks it down behind the three-point line. Still unable to get it to go, but 2 threes already made in this second half to start it off for the Tigers, who have been better the entire game from beyond the arc.
And Kelly finishes over the extended arm of R.J. Davis.
And you got
quick first step there by Denver Jones, and a whistle goes against the Tar Heels. Attempted 4, has made 3 for Auburn, back to the line. The largest lead that they had in the first half. And he's now missed 2 at the free throw line. The first 2 he's missed all season. Kelly, this is from way outside.
But now a second offensive rebound on this possession alone. And you can see the effort points still going in favor. 3 offensive rebounds on this possession.
Baker Mazzara. That rattled around and fell through.
In the second half, but we have to remember, North Carolina just last night came back from a 21-point deficit in the second half.
Withers knocks down the 3. Was just about to say they trailed by 21. Janai Broom now up to 13 rebounds to go along with his 18 points. Too strong there on that jump hook. Cadeau off glass. That Drake Powell And Jalen Washington checking into the game here for North Carolina. Johnson, good hesitation, got the defender up.
Miss out on taking advantage of, you got to be able to finish those opportunities.
Here's Kelly, all kinds of space, and he splashes down.
5-point swing. You miss a layup, and on the other end, they hit a 3. So the difference in the game being a 18-point lead in comparison to 13.
Good cut there by Davis, and a good find by Cadeau.
But right now, offense isn't the problem for the Tar Heels. They cannot stop Auburn on the offensive end of the floor. The Auburn offense is executing like a well-oiled machine.
Day after his 30-burger, R.J. Davis only 6 points, and meanwhile, like you're saying, Auburn continuing to... "15 seconds here on the shot clock. It's Ian Jackson controlling. Step back from inside the arc.
And a bit to such.
To your point, team's basically been trading blows in this last stretch. Pettiford missing the 3. Jackson trying to weave his way in, got fouled by Chris Moore. So here is Ian Jackson. 5-star Frosh out of our savior Luke.
Have games where R.J. Davis is having a hard time getting it going offensively because of the 2 points away from his 3rd straight 2010 game.
Had a double-double before halftime, second time in his career he's done that. How about the anticipation by Pettiford and the finish at the other end?
The turnovers have hampered North Carolina, and when you're not shooting well, you can't afford to continue to give away possessions. Bruce Pearl going to a 1-3-1 zone defensively, changing it up on North Carolina coming out of the timeout.
Powell from the mid-range. These freshmen on the... Hubert Davis animated on that sideline. Trimble, too much traffic in the area. Chaney Johnson doing it himself and catching bodies. Davis trying to respond, got it to go.
When you have plays like this happening, Chaney Johnson with the finish, no resistance at all from the Tar Heels. And when you've got teammates doing this, you've got to be playing with confidence on the offense. And they take advantage of it by playing hard.
Yeah, he says he goes for fit over profile and ranking. And it has worked out. They have rarely missed, if at all, on any transfers under Bruce Pearl. And Chaney Johnson.
He does happen to be a 5-star freshman, however, so fits right in.
Johnson, tough angle. It doesn't matter. The bruise in the bucket.
This has been the issue for North Carolina all
bench. He's the 4th player for Auburn into double figures. He now has 10, make it 11. And this ties the largest lead of the game for the Tigers.
Coming into this game, the Auburn Tigers probably have 2 of the 3 best wins in college basketball this year. And now they're putting themselves in the position to where they can try to win the best tournament field in college basketball here in the Maui Invitation.
Bruce Pearl saying we want to challenge ourselves, saying we have never played a harder schedule than what they have on the docket here this season.
Oh, still have Duke on the schedule, Purdue on the schedule. So many challenges remaining, and that doesn't even include what will be an extremely tough SEC schedule.
Wow, Pettiford drills one.
What did we say about the freshman? The lone young guy for this Auburn team.
Davis, the teardrop. Oh, and he hit the court hard with Cardwell landing a
5 Maui Invitational Championship.
Yeah, that is tops among anybody. North Carolina has Pettiford falling to the floor after the miss. A huge uphill climb here for North Carolina, and the clock is ticking, under 7.5 minutes to go. Trimble misses with the left. The tip-in, though, is there for Van Allen Lubin.
And you've got to be excited about the production you've got from Van Allen Lubin if you're the North Carolina Tar Heels. He's been able to stand the test, coming in, being physical, matching the physicality.
Withers got fouled, and he hits the deck. Good poke away by Cadeau at the defense.
To the Auburn Tigers, who have fouled hard, but yet clean. The play for Dylan. There's nothing unnecessary. There's nothing excessive. And so the Tigers have pretty...
He's going to try a three. And a couple more bodies hitting the floor.
Just get kicked in the face.
That's right.
I would, personally.
He's got another functioning eye.
And to his credit, it took him a second to gather.
And that's going to be a foul on Jones.
And now here's the question. Do they look at this? Does Jones go hook and hold on R.J. Davis? Or will this just be a common foul? Because Bruce Pearl is saying that it was Davis that hooked. On day one, erased a 13-point lead in under 3 minutes. So right now, but North Carolina's going to have to be able to knock down some threes and get their All-American R.J. Davis going to be able to make the comeback.
It has been a Maui Invitational tournament of colossal comebacks. Cadeau can't finish, and Broom appeared to take a shot to the side of the dome. We're going to get Van Allen Lubin on this one. The free throw line hasn't always been super. His damage, in fact, a double-double before halftime, and he now has 20 points. We got a whistle away from the ball. It's going to go against the Tar Heels.
But more importantly, they have a flat-out superstar in Janai Broom into his game.
Free throw is good for Miles Kelly. He has 50. Back up into the coach's box a little bit more.
Bruce Pearl just thought that because he's in Maui, the coaching box was extended a little more.
Here's Trimble for three.
Big bucket, but can North Carolina get a stop to cut into this lead?
Baker Mazzara.
Now that was, that's goaltending. You can't count that basket. That's in the cylinder when Janai Broom catches and dunks it.
And this one.
And touched it. So whether it's a pass or a shot, watch where the basketball is. It's already in the cylinder when he catches it and finishes at home.
Five seconds on the shot clock. R.J. Davis being harassed. Passing to the corner, Trimble just to beat the buzzer. And of course, he knocks it down. And Trimble with the active hands. Broom thought about it. Extra pass. It's Jones. Got it.
Huge response. Huge response by the Auburn Tigers. Trading threes.
Great decision there by Janai Broom, the veteran, with the extra pass to open things up for his mate Denver Jones.
And now they are going to count that as a line. 80% from the free throw strike.
And he misses both. Trimble lets it fly. And another rebound for Broom. Saves it along the baseline. Trimble with the foul. So third foul on Trimble. And it is Chad Baker Mazzara at the line. Second one also good. Auburn taking care of business there. They're 11 for 13. Now or never time here for North Carolina. Cadeau says now and one. 6 boards, 3 assists at the line, and another Carolina free throw miss. They did play the later game. As this is going to be an offensive foul called against Denver Jones. Carolina did play the later game.
Both these teams have been a lot of energy in that comeback yesterday.
4 fouls now for Jones. Cadeau can't finish. Broom tying a career high with his 18th board, and then the foul committed.
Conference college basketball, and only twice has an S out.
Broom credited with 19 rebounds. That's 2 off of the tournament single game records. Powell sails long, and it is Chaney Johnson who corrals it. 13-point lead here for Auburn. They went up by 15 early in the first half, and while North Carolina fought back admirably, got it close a couple of times, they have never led.
Felt happen on the sideline earlier with the foul. Baker Mazzara actually, with a little flair for the dramatic. And a couple of
an impressive stat line, 7 rebounds as well. 3 ball there by Jackson, no. Broom with the rebound, but he saved it right into the clutches of Lubin, who throws it down.
Game.
Some of the Tar Heel faithful now making their way to the exits here behind the Civic Center. Broom, why not?
I still think he should have gone Moses Malone, throwing it off the glass, get his own rebound.
He may have thought he got number 20 already. So Auburn and Memphis looking to battle in the final. Memphis in the Maui Invitational Championship game for the first time. Auburn in just its 2nd appearance in the Maui Invitational going to the final. And that is going to be one heck of a championship game.
It absolutely will be, and not even 24 hours of rest for the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, it will be a noon scheduled start time here locally, 5 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. 85-72 the final. And I don't think much drama when it comes to the player of the game, brought to you by Tommy Bahama. It is Janai Broom.
Janai Broom dominates.